You don't know stress.
I need you to quit banging around over there because I came in here calm and I'm no longer calm.
You've never shown up anywhere calm.
That's not true.
You are a human hissy fit. You quite literally walk into a room and what was previously a manageable situation is now an anxiety attack.
False.
Hey guys, welcome to Cold Hands, Warm Hearts. Hope this goes okay. Probably won't. I'm blood pressure now. You've raised it. It's through the roof.
Yours was high before.
I've been around town just fist fighting strangers all day, going through this holiday rigmarole. And don't you turn that laptop at me and pretend like I will not be managed. I am ungovernable. Hey guys, welcome to Cold Hands, Warm Hearts. I'm Brandon Birdwell. I'm on half of the Cold Hands, Warm Hearts podcasting duo.
This is going great. I'm Ashley Engle, guys. I'm the other half. Welcome to episode 24.
24.
Our Thanksgiving Spectacular.
Spectacular.
Brandon, do your best turkey call.
Hey, turkey. Come on over here, turkey. You gobble gobble. You look tasty. I want to eat you. I'm over here swimming in a gravy boat. You look like a goblin. You tasty.
A goblin?
You look like you must maybe be a tasty goblin. Or you want some stuffing in you? You get some stuffing on the side.
No.
Come on over here, turkey.
Oh my gosh, you guys. I just looked out the window.
There they are. Just come
Just
running.
Flocking.
Here, turkey, turkey. Turkey, turkey, turkey.
Thanksgiving Spectacular, guys. I actually have a pack of roving turkeys in my neighborhood.
Do you really?
I really do.
Feral poultry? Just meandering about?
Band name.
I'll tell you, totally. I'd see feral poultry. Here's the thing about a turkey, any sort of like fowl, like a duck, a goose.
Sure. A feathered friend.
A swan. I'll tell you this about them. Not nice animals.
Oh, I was just going to put out a warning, a PSA.
Yeah.
Guys, feral turkeys are hateful.
Poultry safety announcement. PSA.
Yeah. Da, 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 da.
I'll come over there and peck your eyeballs out.
No, listen.
I don't know. Who is this? Carrot is just Farmer Dan wearing his shoulder pants with no shirt calling turkeys. Who likes cranberry sauce?
He's trying to get a meal together for the family.
He's ringing the triangle.
He totally is.
God, what a time gone by that is. Just standing out on the porch, just dirty bare feet, ringing a bell, being, come on, sun's down. We should play and kick the can down the street, getting the house. It's time for supper zone. And then just around the corner, you got Farmer Dan, be like, come on, turkeys. I'm going to ring your little necks for the babies. And they'll play with the wishbone and break it apart and they'll probably wish.
Do you remember breaking the wishbone in Grandma's kitchen?
I do remember. And see
what
again.
A gross tradition.
Hey, here's a bone from this dead bird you're about to eat.
It's greasy.
It's a greasy bone.
It's hard to get a grip.
You break it too hard and you're going to sling turkey innards all over Meemaw's face.
Also, if you get the short end of it, you're going to have bad luck all year, kids.
It's really not the value proposition you would want.
No.
Like what you get your wish might come true, but the bad luck is also probably a thing.
Okay, I think I just imposed that. That's not a thing. It's just your wish comes true if you get the bigger part of it.
Yeah, I think you made that up too. I went with it.
You ran with it.
I felt pretty good about it.
Okay, but guys, PSA about wild turkeys. I really want you to know this. My friend Shiloh. Hi, Shiloh.
Hi, Shiloh.
It's been a minute. In high school, he was chased under his truck by a pack of feral poultry.
Feral poultry.
And he couldn't come out until another person came up and like shooed them off.
So here's my question.
Okay.
What is worse?
Okay.
Being pecked upon
Sure.
by a pack of feral poultry,
Sounds awful.
or being a coward under an automobile hiding from a pack of feral
They're
poultry?
terrifying. First of all,
Yeah.
they're way bigger than you think they
But
are.
don't you
They are
question every life decision you've
hideous.
ever made while you're laying under like a Ford Escort while a bunch of turkeys are pecking around, be like, you better not come back out. We're gonna get you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that a turkey? Is that a gangland turkey talk?
What?
Dude.
What?
Cuh. Oh, what's up?
Oh my God.
Y'all go around the back. Get them.
Okay, guys, we're guessing, since it's Thanksgiving week, that you're listening to this in one of several places. Number one, you're listening in your kitchen while you're working away on that feast. Delicious feast for your
Working
family.
away.
Or you're in your car. You're on a road trip going to see family and friends.
Totally.
Kith and kin.
Kith and kin.
Kith and kin. Maybe you're on an airplane. You know what? Maybe you downloaded this episode and you're on an airplane going to see Kith and kin. Or maybe you're in Kazakhstan. Because, guys, we found out this week that we were charting at number 43 in comedy interviews in the beautiful country of Kazakhstan.
Guys,
And I don't even know what to do with that information or with myself.
I don't want to brag, but I'm gonna because we're kind of a big deal in Kazakhstan.
We're number 43.
Well, I'm certain there's at least 44 podcasts there.
At least.
And there's one fella listening to all of them.
But on that note, guys, we're in search of a field producer in Kazakhstan. So if you are there and you want to be we can't pay you, certainly, in dollars.
Even if we could, we wouldn't. Even if we could, we wouldn't, because we have to invest every single shekel that we have in this
Guam.
Guam. We're gonna do it.
We're going to do it. But guys, that was a big deal for us. So thank you, everybody out there in Kazakhstan who's listening.
All y'all.
Tell your friends.
All y'all.
We would love to see this grow. We would love to do a live episode.
We won't pay our own way.
No, we'll have to be flown out.
No, I demand sea travel, a cruise to Kazakhstan.
Oh,
Yeah, luxury, just
luxury ocean liner.
open sea, and it'll take 9 weeks to get there, and so we'll have 9 episodes on the ship, 8 of which will just be me horking over the side into the
We'll
ocean.
be down in the cargo hold.
Hey everybody, welcome to. I got this. No, I got it.
We'll have that patch on behind our ears.
Hey guys,
Just stumbling around. Just green.
This is primo pod content.
Just drop us off at Guam.
Oh my god.
Not on the way.
No,
Guam.
not well. Still though. I mean,
A
still.
little out of the way.
I don't. It's fine.
Guys, we have been podcasting at the end of this episode for 24 hours. So if you have listened with us from the beginning, you've been listening to us for a full day's time.
If you've listened to every episode to this point, we have effectively wasted an entire day of your life. So on your deathbed, when you lay there and you just going into the light, you will think, what would I give for one more day on this earth? What would I give to have not wasted those 24 hours with this idiot and his idiot sister?
I tell you what, we've laughed together. We've laughed together, and that's a gift. Oh, that was a good one.
I'm practicing a lot
I can tell.
these days.
It's very smooth.
What I do is every morning, guys, I wake up, I give a little yawn, I give a little stretch. I express gratitude to the universe, to the east, to the west, to the
I
north
salute the
winds and the
sun.
south. I salute the sun. I salute, I downward dog. I salute, I serpent, I panther. I do whatever it is that you do. And then I roll over and I go, hello. And I say, I'm ready for another 24 hours, my babies.
And Lindsay
24
goes,
hours on this earth.
What are you doing?
Lindsay rolls over and goes, hey,
Stop it.
shut up.
Put that slide whistle away, man.
No.
So we're on Thanksgiving break, guys. The kids have a full week off. We talked about this last week. We didn't have that when we were kids.
No.
We had 2 days if we were lucky.
And we were thankful for them. Mm-hmm. We were grateful.
We were. And these kids today, I haven't heard any of my children express gratitude.
Don't even get me
for a week of school off.
Don't even get me started on the youth of today.
Don't get me started.
Don't do it, because I've got opinions, guys.
So what have you been up to this week or weekend? You did some traveling.
I did do some traveling. I went on my annual trip with some very dear friends. We went to Encinitas, California. For those of you who aren't familiar with Encinitas,
Colorado.
it's in California.
Lovely.
Okay, well, Sunshine State.
The Sunshine sounds backwards.
No, it's a lovely little area in the San Diego area of California, and we'll just spend some time hanging out. And as we get older, the trip turns less and less raucous. Not that it was ever raucous to begin with, but just a bunch of dads falling asleep at 8:30.
How many dads went?
6 dads.
6
No, 5 dads.
dads?
5 dads, but between the 5 dads, like 40 kids. And I'm only bringing one to the table.
And you all are exhausted.
I have some prolific fathers in my group. One could argue that my group of friends that I go on this trip with every year, societally irresponsible.
Oh my
The
God.
number of kids.
Oh, okay. But
Oh no, the guys are very responsible.
let's clarify.
An oddly
immediately.
responsible bunch. I didn't see nary a jaywalk did I see on this trip. We just
All excellent husbands, all excellent fathers.
prolific and excellent fathers.
There it is.
Too many kids.
Okay.
It's too many.
Way to go on your progeny, fellas.
Yeah, congrats on babies.
But you had a good trip.
I did. It was great.
Did you feel, I know you got back super late, so you're still catching up on sleep, but it was restful. It was lovely.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And what is more soul-filling than time with your besties?
Well, that's
Few things.
few things. Few things. P-U. Just kidding, guys. You're not P-U.
How was your travel? Was it smooth?
Yeah.
Because the travel industry is kind of a mess right now.
Don't get political.
Sponsor us.
Sponsor us, travel industry. Sponsor us, air travel. You know, honestly, here's one thing that I will say. I have traveled a handful of times in the months following the COVID-19 pandemic. And guys, the COVID-19 pandemic. And it was, we had to quarantine. And guys, I've heard tell of many people having travel nightmares.
Issues.
Horrible issues.
Jeff had horrible issues last week with travel.
I had horrible issues last night with my bowels. But guys, listen,
I'm so sorry, friends.
Happy
Thanksgiving, everyone.
Yeah, Thanksgiving for. I was gonna go
Don't
extra
do it.
gross right
Don't do
there.
it.
Didn't regulated myself. Societally responsible.
Continue with your story, please.
I have not had any sort of negative travel experiences since. I've been very lucky in that way. So this was no different. We had a little bit of a layover in Phoenix, Arizona, but other than that, everything's been great.
You sound like a pilot.
Hey everybody, this is Brad speaking. We're going to be going at 300 miles an hour for first 20,000 feet. So once we get up, get on tray tables and put your things on lock and get your seatbelts on.
That was really good.
Captain speaking.
This is your captain.
Get on over here, turkeys. bunch of birds. Bunch of birds.
What?
God, this episode is just going to be a super cut of sounds. Just
sounds.
dumb sounds. Speaking of sounds, that was pretty good. I practice a lot.
You really do.
This
In
is
Lindsay's face every day.
This is Gudetama.
Okay.
The automaton or automaton. I'm not sure.
He's
how to
very
pronounce it.
cute.
He's a cutie pie. We're going to have to post him on our socials. He's got a mouth and he's an egg and he's an instrument that you play. And when you open his mouth, he makes
screams.
sounds. He goes, and
This sound effect courtesy of Miss D.
Miss D,
Our sound effects sponsor.
Our sound effects sponsor. Thank you
Thanks,
for
Sweet D.
thank you for our new screaming egg. The bane of my household's existence since my son got his hands on it. I have been screamed at by an egg more times than I probably ever had been till today.
Yes. But it's awesome.
Maybe, dude, what if it calls turkeys? It could be a turkey call.
I don't think so.
You'd have to shake it, give it a little.
Too low.
You're too low.
Okay. How did Tilly celebrate her birthday?
By getting another day older. She sleeps for 23 hours a day.
Sure.
So that was a good chunk of her birthday.
Yeah.
That's all she's really done.
That's it. Guys, we want to thank you for all the sweet birthday wishes for Tilly Girl.
Yeah.
They're rolling in as we speak on the socials.
As we speak.
We love to see your
Guys,
furry friends.
I want you to take me very seriously. If you haven't gotten your Tilly birthday wishes in, get them in. Because she might not get it. I'm just saying, if you're wanting her to know that you're wishing her a happy birthday.
And a fifth last Christmas.
Shake a tail feather, because we just don't know.
We don't know.
She don't know.
She don't know. So we made it through last week. I'm going to tell you what. I think schools
sucks.
I think schools aim to just cram in all the activities.
Yeah.
Pre-holiday.
Yeah.
Pre-Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I mean, we had Statehood Day. We had Dress Up Day every day of the week. We had Fun Run. We had Field Trip to the Territorial Schoolhouse.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's a big one. Because that involves time travel. You don't just show up.
And then you don't know if the kids are going to make it back in one piece, but they did.
More often than not, they don't.
Nobody was splinched.
It's wild. They belong to the past now.
Right.
They belong to Father Time.
To Winterman O'Houlihan.
My stomach just growled.
You need some turkey.
I've got some. I've got some leftovers from yesterday, and I'm gonna heat them up.
Okay.
I'm gonna heat them up. I'm gonna douse them.
Yeah.
And some gravy.
Yeah. Because guys, we had Birdwell family Thanksgiving last night.
And Ashley birthday celebration.
We did.
I was viewing it as birthday celebration.
Yeah, but we had Thanksgiving food.
Yeah, but
we always do that with the Birdwell side, and I feel I don't want to feel selfish about that because
I'm a pastor and
but it's like I would rather the family get together for Thanksgiving than my birthday is what I'm saying. And if we want to light a candle in the pumpkin pie for me, that's fine.
I will not.
Okay.
Do a podcast with some sort of self-righteous martyr type.
So we had Thanksgiving last night with our family, and it was lovely. And what was your favorite food? Because here's what Crindy, because it was my birthday celebration, would not let me bring a thing. She let you guys bring ice,
which was a huge inconvenience.
Oh, was it really?
My birthday.
Crindy slaved for 2 days in the kitchen.
My birthday was a mere month ago. Do you know how long water takes to freeze? It's a process.
It's a process.
I came in with a bag of ice, and when I did, it was as if I had saved the day because everyone was terrified that they were going to eat all of these dishes and have cold or not cold beverages.
Tepid water?
Tepid beverage?
Lukewarm?
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
and so guys, what I'm saying is with my ice, I was the hero of Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I saved the day.
Yeah, okay. Well, Crindy worked for 2 days on this meal, and it was the best ever. What was your favorite component of the meal last night? It was traditional Thanksgiving, so we had turkey, we had stuffing, we had cranberries, green bean, all the things.
All the things. I love a deviled egg just because it's such a specific thing.
How many did you eat?
I don't want to talk about it. Okay. Guys, so here's the thing. When I get asked how many deviled eggs did you eat, I will only answer as if half of a deviled egg is one whole egg.
Sure.
So if I eat
24.
Yeah. I'm not going to say that I ate
12 eggs.
Right. We're just gonna be like, oh, they're deviled eggs. It's fine.
Yeah.
You're not eating entire eggs like just a trash person.
Well, we all know you can put them away.
But I was, and I did, and so I ate a lot of those. The turkey was delicious.
I can
confirm. You know what?
confirm.
A creamy mashed potato is a tough one to be. It's a buttery treat. I ate a heap of those.
These mashed potatoes are so creamy.
These mashed potatoes are so creamy.
They were delicious. Can I tell you my two favorite things?
Tell me.
Mashed potatoes as well. and the Brussels with the bacon and the pomegranate
That's
seeds.
a Bobby Flame move. You put the pomegranate.
And the balsamic glaze.
You get the pomegranate with the Brussels, and you put this balsamic on them, and you got a Bobby Flame delight. It's delicious.
It was a Crindy delight, is what it was. She crushed it.
She did. It was wonderful.
It was a delightful meal, and it couldn't have been better.
Hey guys, listen to our podcast where we just talk in your ear about how good our food was, and you don't get to have any.
And why don't you go get the leftovers out of the fridge and we'll ASMR just eat it?
I'm just going to eat.
These are mashed potatoes. How?
This is me slurping gravy through a crazy straw. It's not gross. You're gross for not having some of your own.
Boo.
Boo.
How do you feel about cranberries?
Just as like a notion, or just like them, or like with the meal?
With the meal. And we had two different things going on.
A cranberry to me is more about like, I'll get like a tiny little scoop because I feel like it's a thing that I'm supposed to do.
Yeah. Do you mix it?
No.
Oh.
No, I'll do like one bite. I'll do like one bite.
Just for total?
Say that I did.
In total?
In total.
Okay.
Just to say that I did. Because I don't like the whole mixy. There's no place for it for me. I
think there is.
And when people make a sandwich and then they smear the cranberry on their bread as some sort of half-baked condiment,
okay,
I don't like it.
Okay.
A savory sweet combo is good, but that's too sweet.
Cranberries are tart. They're the tartest of berries.
Would you say they're the tartest of all the berries?
Probably not.
You wandered into this one.
I feel like they're the tartest of all the mainstream berries.
You wandered into some dangerous tartory. Tartory.
Okay, which pie reigns supreme? Last night we had a pumpkin and we had a pecan.
I'm not gonna say that Crindy bought her pies at Costco.
She bought
this year
the monster pies at Costco.
But Crindy, and the thing about...
they were and you know what? She, good for her, because she made everything else from scratch.
She did, but that's my favorite thing. That's what I was getting at, is she will go through all of these efforts for everything, just not have the time for the pies, but she will spend the entire evening making comments about like, well, I just bought my pies at Costco. Like, she will point it out 1,000 times.
And we were like, Mom.
We're like, that's great.
They're delicious.
It's fine.
The whole thing is delicious. She's probably ashamed right now that we're sharing
not
this
yet.
info.
Not yet, because it's not airing live.
She'll be ashamed on Wednesday.
This is a time...
Mom, don't be ashamed. Your meal was top notch. It was A1.
Time-released shaming. I would never shame you about a Kirkland pie. Kirkland pecan pie. Kirkland pumpkin pie.
That pie is huge.
It's a large pie.
Yeah.
It's like buying in bulk at Costco.
Yeah.
It's like they took 8 pies and smashed them into one pie tin.
Easily.
And said, take this, Americans.
More importantly, delicious.
It was great.
It was delicious.
Ben ate some pumpkin pie, which is not, he's not a trier of foods. And he tried it, and we put some whipped cream on it.
Yeah.
And I was all excited that he was going to eat it with whipped cream. And the one thing he said afterwards, he's like, I didn't like as much whipped cream as that. Like, it was too much. Yeah. I was like, that's the thing I was using to help. That was the spoonful of sugar to help the medicine go down. But apparently, we've got beef with a little bit too much whipped cream. So
the whipped cream was the medicine.
Just learning as I go, guys.
So, but which pie reigns supreme in your view? We'll do a poll on socials this week.
This is going to be, it's a hot take.
Okay.
This is a hot take, I think. And if put to a decision, pecan pie is my go-to with a dollop of vanilla bean ice cream.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's right. Got to have it because of it. It seems counterintuitive since vanilla bean ice cream is sweet, but it cuts the sweetness of a pecan pie.
You got to have that cream to cut it. It is
pecan pie is
sweet.
It's literally like just eating sugar.
Yeah,
and I love it.
You know what? Samesies.
Is it pecan pie yours? Mm-hmm. Did not know that and did not expect that. And frankly, I'm a little bit annoyed that my hot take is not nearly as hot as I thought it was.
Your take is lukewarm.
It's
at best.
Brandon's tepid day. Welcome back to Brandon's tepid takes, where I have opinions that are just fine. Mm-hmm. Everyone hears them and goes, meh. societally responsible. Reasonable takes.
Totally. With Brandon.
Anyway, guys.
I also enjoy if an apple pie is made with a Granny Smith.
Okay.
And I don't like a fruit pie typically.
A Granny Smith, I would enter in the tart Olympics.
Yeah.
Oh, tart fruit.
The tartest of mainstream apples.
I would say the tartest of mainstream apples. All the other apples, the Golden Delicious and the Honey Crisp. Everybody's just walking around going, look at this tart.
Look at this tart over here.
Look at this Granny Smith tarting it up. Granny, you're too old to be dressed like that, you tart. Just because you're so tart, you're going to get put in the pie?
While we're on this, Red Delicious apples, get out of here.
You don't like it?
There's nothing delicious about you. You are the icebergs of the apples.
100%.
The green bell peppers of the apples.
A very milk toast fruit, the centerpiece of a square cheese pizza.
Yeah.
You are not special. You're not
pretty.
unique.
You're pretty.
Yeah, but you know what? You're a Kardashian. Once we get past the surface of what you are, there's no substance to you. Oh my God. You're just a...
Now that's a hot take.
That's a hot take. Let me tell you something right now.
I'm sure the Kardashians are lovely.
They are.
Brandon.
They are.
We're here to spread...
Are you sure?
Warm hearts.
They are mealy. They are mealy on the inside. Once you get past the red...
Do you know them personally?
Once I do. I was chatting with Chloe just a bit ago. And she said some stuff and I was like, hey, Chloe, you're sounding kind of like a Red Delicious right now. You're kind of being a mealy Red Delicious. Why don't you go over there with your Granny Smith tart sisters, mixing it up out here on the reality TVs? I meant to have a higher opinion of you than a Red Delicious apple. No, thank you. You are Jim Belushi. You are the Jim Belushi of reality shows.
So we had our Birdwell Thanksgiving.
Hey guys, sponsor us, Kardashians. Bring us on your show. Would you I want to debate. I want to debate with every single Kardashian.
About what?
I'm coming in hot. I'm coming in like feral poultry at you guys. Just chirping and a gobbling.
So we've each got an additional Thanksgiving meal coming up. You with Lindsay's side. Uh-huh. Is it a traditional meal?
The thing about Nelson, my father-in-law, phenomenal.
Chef.
And I thought you were gonna say cook, like home cook. Mm-hmm. I feel like his skills are chef level. Mm-hmm. The thing about him though is he's a bit of a wild card.
Oh,
one time you'll show up and it'll be like, hey, here's traditional, mm-hmm. and the next time you're like, hey, here's like a random Spanish seafood soup. And it's like, what just happened? But it's amazing. Yeah. That's been a Christmas tradition sort of, but he does do the more traditional Thanksgiving typically. And I'm gonna tell you this right now about a Nelson turkey. Delicious, moist, delicious.
Yeah.
Turkey, the whole meal. Love it. Homemade stuffings.
Yeah. See, we will have our Engle family meal on actual Thanksgiving, and it is non-traditional as well. There may be some things on there that you might find at a traditional meal, like some sides, but we always do a pork dish that we've done for probably the last 10 to 15 years, and then like a beef tenderloin.
Ooh.
Yeah, so we have a
meat feast,
and then a lot of delicious sides that could be traditional, but maybe not.
No poultry.
No
feral poultry.
No poultry at this one. So non-traditional in that way, but looking forward to that as well. Yeah.
You really pulled a ripcord on that real fast. That ended. Yeah.
Welcome to Delicious Dish.
One time I showed up at their house to meet Jeff.
My in-laws, who are wonderful.
It was just a random afternoon. Mm-hmm. Nothing special being celebrated, just a day.
Yeah.
And I walked in. And there was like
jazz,
world music playing.
Sure.
Like some rhythms.
Yeah.
And
djembe.
The house smelled of delicious soup that was on the boil. Yeah. And there were spiced nuts on the table.
Yeah, always.
And Dave had his turquoise on and he was back in the kitchen working.
Yes.
I wandered into a lodge on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
It was amazing. And I asked Jeff, I was like, is something going on? And he was like, this is just how they live here.
Yeah. It really is.
And I immediately started to think that I'm doing everything wrong. It's like, why am
You're just not retired yet.
just boogieing to world music and eating spiced nuts
Soups?
while the soup is preparing?
While you're wearing turquoise.
I'm over here watching the Kardashians like an idiot.
No, truly, my in-laws are wonderful cooks, and I say this a lot. They have the supplies on hand
They do.
to host a phenomenal cocktail party at any time, any day, any time.
Yeah.
Welcome, one and all. Come in here.
We're not talking about Hot Pockets.
Oh, no.
We're not talking about Totino's pizza rolls. We're talking about you just walk in and double be like, "Are you hungry?
Yeah.
Would you like an entire like roast boar?
Yes.
Would you like some seasonal salad greens that I foraged myself this morning?
It's kind of how it is.
Also, how about the nicest wine you've ever tried?
Totally.
Here's all of it.
Let's eat it around the fire.
Golly.
Yes, please.
It might be the first Michelin star house I've ever been to.
It is something else, and I'm
Just telling you.
very much looking forward to my non-traditional meal there. So on the agenda, you'll find that I have a heading that says V Special Thanksgiving Memes. Scroll it on down there.
Yeah, I'm going to it.
Producer, pull that up for us. So I just kind of was, again, stream of consciousness, which is the way I compose all of the agendas. Some memories that I have from Thanksgivings past.
What's funny is I'm not going to remember. Like I'm going to learn these again as we go.
That's not true.
I don't remember things.
That's not true. One year, both of us had the chicken pox.
Don't remember it.
And I remember.
I know.
So growing up, we used to do Thanksgiving at our grandma Wood's house, which is Mom's mom.
Mom's mom.
And I feel like anytime we would enter her home, it would smell of bacon.
Always bacon. I do remember
Always
that.
bacon.
But that's because it's meat-based.
Your memories are all meat-based.
Meat-based memories it's kind of my wheelhouse.
MBMs.
MBMs, it's an industry term.
V Special MBMs.
V Special MBMs with Brandon. What's the best meat you've ever smelled? Poll on the socials. Weirdest question. I don't know how to answer what the best meat I ever smelled is.
Oh my gosh. Bacon would be in my top 3.
Bacon's great. My friend Cody has an outdoor flat top thing.
Oh, yes.
Not like a haircut. He doesn't have like an outdoor, he doesn't like go outside and have like a really solid flat top.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Gosh.
Those are amazing.
Flat tops, totally. They look great.
No.
Dudes with flat tops.
Because we have a friend who has one of those, and he has an Instagram account where he prepares and posts all of the amazing things he cooks on that thing.
Yeah. Well, it's
a culture.
Yeah, and flat top culture, which is different from other flat top culture.
Really?
Because that flat top culture is like going and hanging in Daytona Beach.
Oh, yeah.
Tank topping.
Yeah. Oh, so tanking.
Do you got their WrestleMania tickets?
Yes.
Ready to go.
Yes. And they wear their sunglasses, their Oakleys on the back of their head.
On the back of their heads.
Yes.
Because in a pinch, you can just swing it around front. Swing it around front and be like, the future's so bright. I got to wear shades, baby.
It's not good enough to have them on a croaky.
No, brother. Anyways, but the flat top, I like the idea of because I love the smell of a bacon.
Yes.
But I cook enough bacon in a given week that my house is overcome with the smell of salty bacon.
It soaks in.
And I feel like if I had
fabrics.
an outdoor flat top, my house would smell considerably less
and
like
you know
bacon.
what? You're always talking about how your neighbors don't like you. Maybe they would. If you're filling
I didn't say my neighbors don't like me. I said I don't like my neighbors.
That is not what you said.
That's what I said.
You said, because of various things we've discussed on the podcast, throwing axes in your backyard, drag racing in the street, your neighbor, you don't have a good relationship
societally responsible behaviors.
So if you're filling the air,
Redacted
avenue with the delicious scent of bacon.
Just putting my address out there, aren't you? Just putting it out there. Someone from Kazakhstan is just going to show up. Hey there.
Hey there, everybody.
I heard your address
Redacted.
on your wildly successful pod. No, I would prefer someone from Kazakhstan to
just show up on your porch.
To me,
It's our new field producer.
to me, that is less of an inconvenience than editing this stupid podcast would be.
Okay. Well,
you know?
then whatever works
Because I'm
for
going to be
you.
real.
Okay.
I'm going to be real, and I'm looking at you with your
I'm
with your
flat topping.
flat top FTN. I'm flat topping, baby. I'm going out. I'm checking out my favorite pro wrestlers.
In my tank,
I'm
my
hang-
mesh tank.
Yeah, I tried. Can I tell you something? When we did the Goodwill game,
Yeah.
I thought it would be funny. I found a mesh tank.
You did.
And I was like, it would be funny to try it on and come out. Yeah. And I put it on.
What color was it?
It was red.
Oh, the best.
With my red pants, it would have been
Color of mesh tank.
smashing. So I popped it on.
Sure.
Caught a glimpse of myself in that mesh tank in the mirror.
Yes.
And suffice it to say, guys, Brandon had a bad dietary week that week. And so the thing about a mesh tank that's a little too tight on you when you're kind of off the wagon is you start to kind of like ooze through it.
Push through the holes.
It's like individual fatty corpuscles are trying to make an escape through each individual hole.
Ew.
It's like they're trying to like
I hated that.
it's like they're trying. It's like if you were to have dropped some Yoplait yogurt onto a sewer grate or onto like the drain in your shower and just start stomping it through there.
I feel like this is very dramatic.
I saw it and I said, nope. This is not it.
Is not the one.
I'm not going to dinner at Hall's Pizza Kitchen.
For my 40th in this mess.
Looking like if you threw a shrimping net over the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I'm not gonna do it.
That was wildly.
So I took that off, and
Descriptive.
I took it off, and it was not without great effort to remove that garment because it had started to fuse with my body.
You just needed one in a larger size.
My body was eating it. It was consuming the mesh.
So another Thanksgiving mem was from the first year that Jeff and I were married in 2002. And I said, well, Jeff and I had just purchased a home. I know. Jeff and I had just purchased our first home. And I said, oh, I would love to host Thanksgiving in our new home. And so I was in charge of making the turkey, the bird.
The bird.
And mom and dad had an exchange student from Romania named Juana, who was living with them at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So this was her first.
Hey, Juana.
Hi, Juana. How are you, sis? It's been a while.
Not listening to this, probably.
She lives in England now and has a beautiful family. But she was with mom and dad, so we wanted to make this.
That's some good color for the story. Thanks for that. That she lives in England now and has a beautiful family. That's
She
great.
does.
It's good color for the story.
She's amazing. So we wanted to make this extra special for her. So I set up a card table in our small kitchen to extend the table, and I made a turkey in Crindy's Ronco Showtime rotisserie
Oh.
machine. Do you remember that?
Like a whole turkey?
Set it
and forget it. Yeah, but hold on.
A whole turkey. That thing could fit 14 pork chops, Brandon. Of course, it can do a whole turkey.
Is that true?
Yeah. 14
pork chops?
Yeah, and you know what it does? It cuts the fat, and you set it, and forget it.
But what I like to do, guys, is if I use a Ronco rotisserie,
Showtime rotisserie.
whatever, when I carve up my bird, I like to take it, I drag it through the fat that fell down on the bottom, and I soak it up, and then I go put on my red mesh tank and immediately regret that decision.
No, but the turkey could fit in, but while it was spinning on the spit, because it would do like a real rotisserie,
Like a real live rotisserie.
yeah, one of the legs just flopped out.
Oh.
And it was getting stuck. It was getting stuck as
Just so animated in this story that you're
Just
just
flailing
swatting
about.
microphones.
And so what I did was, and so the bird wasn't being evenly cooked, and I was afraid that I would give everyone, salmonella on my first Thanksgiving cooking a bird. So I, problem solver here, went to the garage, got some garden shears, cut that leg right off that turkey.
Sure.
Worked great. Worked like a charm.
That's not at all a trash person solution to a problem.
It's all I knew. It was the only thing strong enough to cut that leg.
If you
It was a good turkey, guys. Thanks for asking.
You did bird on that Thanksgiving, but had you done it 1 year earlier before you were married, you would have birded well.
Birded
But
well.
since you were no longer a Birdwell, you had to chop turkey legs off with garden shears. God.
Listen, it worked.
That's pretty gnarly.
Hey guys, in a pinch, that's what you do.
One pair of garden shears comes with every Ronco Showtime rotisserie just so you can hack your carcass to bits whenever it flops out mid-spit roast.
It's all we can do. So another thing I was thinking of were our grandparents' recipes from Thanksgiving. So Grandma Biffle, who had...
Biffle,
best name. Whose house always smelled like bacon. She was known for her carrot cake.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you guys have heard of it. It's Biffle's carrot cake. Yeah.
Listen, this thing, the cream cheese icing. And you and Lindsay did something so special for Mom last Christmas. And that was, you had her recipe in her hand, her beautiful cursive.
Yes.
Emblazoned.
That's
on a wooden cutting board.
When we called in to have it made, we said, "Could you? I know you guys might like carve or do whatever,
emboss.
But for this, could you emblazon? Could you emblazon?"
And they did.
They charged an extra $10,000 to emblazon.
Well, it was worth it.
It's a process.
That is a keepsake.
You have to send it off.
Okay, to Kazakhstan
by sea.
Via ocean.
By sea, and then it comes back.
So her carrot cake, which is top notch, A1.
A1 carrot cake, but do not put A1 on it. That's gross.
Okay. She also would always do the sweet potato dish with the marshmallows and pecans.
Yeah.
And the marshmallows get that toasty, that hard shell on top as they bubble up in the oven.
Yes.
We had those last night.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she also had this big old turkey roaster, not a Showtime rotisserie.
Is that the one that Mom uses now?
It is.
Just a big turkey. You guys... I forget oftentimes that that's even like a cooking apparatus, like that it's a thing.
Massive.
It's just a big hot turkey tub.
Hot turkey tub.
Hot turkey tub ready to just roast.
Yeah. And so that was Grandma Biffle. Grandma Alice, Dad's mother, made, she always had like an ambrosia salad. Some kind of like a pastel marshmallow with like some coconut flakes and like Jell-O. That was always part of her table. She also made a carrot and raisin salad that is Dad's favorite to this day.
It's a weird thing.
It is, but it's Dad's favorite. And so Mom makes it for him on occasion.
Carrot and raisin.
Carrot and raisin salad. It's very sweet.
Be sweet.
And then also I remember Grandma Alice would do the cranberry sauce with the whole berries in a crystal dish. And we still have the crystal dish and we use it. So we love to carry on
You
the
do?
memories. Mom does.
I was about to say.
Crindy does.
I'm about to get really upset if you've got a crystal dish and I don't have a crystal dish. Because I cannot tell you.
That crystal dish.
I'll tell you what, I'll take you to court on that crystal dish.
Judge Judy. Can you imagine us on Judge Judy?
It was,
over a crystal dish.
Kind of want to do it just for the podcast.
We'd get so many more listeners.
I just can't tell you how many times I sit down in the morning and I pour myself a big old bowl of Kix.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why am I not doing this in a giant crystal dish?
Okay, but this brings me to a point.
Oh, does it?
Our friend Levi.
Yeah.
Dear friend. He loves a cereal.
It's his vacation treat food.
That's what I was going to say.
Which is hilarious.
But he limits himself. He doesn't eat cereal in normal life.
No.
He reserves it for vacay.
Yeah.
And he has it every day.
Well, and like multiple bowls.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
He lives it up with his cereal on the vacay.
Yeah.
So he and I were talking. He is the only other person I have ever met who pours a bowl of milk and keeps the box of cereal with him and pours just a little and then eats it and then pours just a little and then so it doesn't get soggy. I've done that my whole life. I have literally had people look into my face and call me a psychopath.
I think it's
for doing that.
Listen, I am of two minds about that because I get the reasoning behind it.
I hate soggy cereal.
But I also think it's psychopath behavior. Just eat your cereal faster.
I'm not a fast eater.
Well, I am. And it's stupid that you're doing this.
No, but so I found this thing for Levi. And it's a cereal bowl that keeps them separate. You pour your cereal in one side, your milk in the other. And then you can just spoon like as you go. I
hate that.
I think he really appreciated that gift.
Well, it's because it was thoughtful, but it's also still psycho. Like the idea of having to like individually spoon a bite into my milk and then wait. Because you got to wait. Otherwise, it's not taking on any of the characteristics of the milk. Because
I don't want it to.
Then what's the point of the milk?
I like to drink the milk at the end.
You could just do that out of a glass and save yourself from having to spoon it in like a weirdo.
I'm not going to explain myself.
Yeah, you're not going to
Listen,
because listen, you have no recourse here. This is psychopath behavior, and you could just have okay.
I'm going to do a poll on the socials, and if there are people out there who eat it that way, I want to hear from you because I'm building a case. We're building.
We're taking this to all the way to Judge Judy.
An army.
We're going to Judge Judy, and we're going to say, all rise for the Honorable Judge Judy in the case of Engle versus Birdwell, the cereal debacle.
Oh.
Yeah. And I just think that that's that's literally a serial killer move.
It's really not. I have had people tell me that.
Don't gloss over that serial killer wordplay. Don't you dare gloss over that.
You're not the first person who's come up with it, is what I'm saying.
Listen, I'm milking this.
Oh.
Okay? I shouldn't have to spoon feed you this humor, okay? Because this is the kind of comedy that should just like literally bowl you over. Okay? I'm just saying.
Keep going, mister.
I don't know. I've used them all.
I've used them all. And seen it.
That was pretty good in a like short period of time.
It really was.
Thanks.
I'll give you that.
You eat cereal like a psychopath.
Okay, so moving on to accidental text. Guys, as you know, these are texts that you receive accidentally. It's right there in the name. We want to hear about these. If you receive texts that make you laugh on accident, send them our way via DM, or if you have our numbers, text them right to us. So this one, once again, comes from our girl Alex. She got a DM from Albert that says the following. Yo, champ. Sorry for the random approach. I've an auspicious proposal for you.
Oh.
Hit me up.
Okay.
Followed by a fire emoji and a thumbs up emoji.
I like that.
Step off, Albert.
I like the use of I've.
I know.
In that situation.
I have an auspicious proposal.
Go on.
And then another one she got in her DMs. 3 hearts pop up and the word boo. And Alex says, you scared me.
See, this is the problem. Alex,
don't reply.
If you reply, this is why you're on the lists.
That's why you're on the list.
Because the minute you reply, they go, check.
Hooks in ya.
She'll respond.
And then they sent the cry laugh face emoji and you're Y-O-U-R.
Nope.
Cute. And Alex says, thanks. I'm going to have to block you now, but I hope you're doing great. Bye-bye. And then this person says, okay, bye.
I mean,
and that was the end of it.
I feel like
I respect it.
I feel like I wouldn't block that person after that. I'd be like, all right,
bestie.
You seem pretty fun.
No,
not even coming at me with any auspicious propositions.
That's right. So what are you watching, reading, or listening to this week, B?
Getting ready to jump into all of the Christmas goods.
We're ready, and because we've had one Thanksgiving meal, we got clearance.
Yeah. Yeah, it's ready to go.
It's go time.
It's green light.
Yeah.
Again, Matty T with the recommendations.
Music sponsor. Sponsor us, Matty T.
I've been listening to an album by Pony Bradshaw called North Georgia Rounder that he sent to me. It's very good. And again, he hits a home run every time he makes a recommendation. We're supposed to watch Spirited. The new one? Yes. Haven't yet.
With Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell.
One thing this is so out of the blue, but one thing I watched the other day whilst on my trip with friends is it was the morning time. Everyone was having coffee. We had brewed coffee and we were sitting down, just a bunch of dads. And
bunch of tired dads.
And that's really sadly what it is. Ted looked over at everybody and just goes, you guys want to watch City Slickers?
Yes.
And then as a group, we just sat and watched the Billy Crystal movie, City Slickers.
Oh, it's so good.
I enjoyed myself, but
Norman.
what a weird thing for a bunch of dudes to just sit around watching.
I actually love that.
So City Slickers, that's what I'm watching.
That's what I've been watching. You been reading anything?
No.
Did you read anything on the plane?
No.
Us Weekly people?
No, I was supposed
17.
I was gonna sleep on the plane because it was crazy early, but Ted and I have been researching the same recording software lately, and we got caught in like a 2.5 hour conversation about it. And before we realized it, we were landing in Phoenix. And I thought to myself, what a wonderful conversation. But then I hated myself for the rest of the day for not taking a nap.
Okay. Well, you've been reading about those.
Yeah, I guess but those are. But yeah, okay, yeah. I literally sat for a portion of today and read the manual for it. So that
sounds great,
dude. A riveting read. Riveting. I made it all the way through section 13.1.
Gosh.
Yeah, listen. We're at the denouement.
The denouement.
It's turning point time, guys.
So I've been reading the book Boomtown by
Ooh,
Sam Anderson.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fantastical saga of Oklahoma City. Its chaotic founding, its purloined basketball team.
Gosh.
We purloined it. And the dream of becoming...
Pork-loined?
We pork-loined it.
Our pork-loined turning points. Welcome to Oklahoma City. It's riveting pork-loiny heartland tale by Sam Anderson.
We stole the basketball team.
Who wrote it? Sam
Anderson.
Sarm Karndapins and his tale Borngtang about the pork-loined city, Oklahoma City.
Guys, it's a great book. It's true. Like it's nonfiction, but it reads like a novel.
Nonfiction means
really
not
good.
not fake.
Right.
Fiction means fake.
Right.
And do you know what I'm saying?
No, I got
It's
it.
okay.
Thank you for the clarification.
But it's okay. But historical fiction,
It's not.
it's okay.
It's true.
Anne of Green Gables.
Okay.
Historical fiction.
Go on.
Okay, so do you want to talk Anne of Green Gables?
Oh gosh.
I don't remember.
We're going to have my bestie on here, Heather. She and I will talk some Man of Green Gables if you want.
She won't come on here.
And is that a challenge?
We can't afford her.
Well, that's true.
She's her day rate. And that's New York dollars.
Yeah.
She doesn't accept this Confederate money that we spend around here. She's an East Coast, Northeast. She's wheeling. She's dealing.
She's a Yankee.
She's a Broadway. She's the I don't know. I was trying to think of a Broadway term. I've exhausted all of my Broadway knowledge in previous episodes.
So another thing I've been reading is the new book by Kate Baer called...
She's a star. She's a great big shooting star on... Okay, sorry. I don't know.
It's called And Yet, and it's a book of poetry. And my friend Emily got this for me for my birthday. This is the kind of thing, guys, that will have you crying in the bathtub. Not that I have done that. But I have done that.
I don't want that.
It is lovely. Well, you're not her target audience.
Hey, here's a thing that'll make you cry in the bathtub.
Sign me up.
Happy 48th birthday. Here's a book that'll make you cry in the tub.
It's beautiful. So I was texting with our friend Brendan, and he sent me a text the other day that said, read A Gentleman in Moscow. You in particular will like it, I'm sure. You can mention it on that little podcast you do. And I said, Brendan, I'm sensing that you would like to be our literary consultant. And he said, I get paid for things like that.
Exactly.
And I said, well, never mind.
We can't afford him. We can't afford Heather. What can we afford? Not a boat trip to Kazakhstan.
I'll tell you that much.
We can't even afford the
A
Dramamine.
raft ride to Guam.
I mean,
A raft ride.
it's pretty good.
Just us in the open ocean.
Will you paddle? Will you paddle?
We'll take a documentary film crew.
Producer in the
Watch
back
these siblings.
producer in the back just napping. Can't produce, can't paddle, just way in the back of the inflatable raft up.
You raise a good point. I'm really sorry you came today.
Yeah,
buddy.
you've done nothing.
But we haven't asked him to.
You've
either.
done it, but we haven't asked, but he's done the same amount.
That's true.
Dude, he would be the one. Producer would be like, hey, I've got a solution. Do you know what's going to get us to Guam faster? I've watched enough cartoons to know that poking a hole in the back of a raft shoots you where you're going at extreme speeds. Here we are, sinking in the middle of the ocean on our way to Guam because producer decided to jam a Bic ballpoint into the back of the raft because he thought it would make us go faster. Because he saw Bugs Bunny do it one time.
He would not do that.
Right, because that would involve doing anything.
He would not do that because he would be affected too. He's trying to make it to Guam alive.
I don't know.
Just like the two of us. So yes, we will also begin watching holiday movies this week. We're excited about Spirited as well. Really excited about that actually. But the first one we will watch is Home Alone.
Home Alone.
And in the coming weeks, guys, we'll compile our holiday movie list.
Yes.
Just like we did for Halloween.
Yes.
And we'll provide that to you in the show notes.
In the show notes. We'll put our Krama movies in the show notes.
Because
We'll
we've been
you don't know which Krama movies we want to watch? Well, check the show notes. We wrote it in the show notes for you to read. Well, can't you read? Read the Chai Nights. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, dummy. Read the Chai Nights.
So, guys, this week we've also been pitching our holiday fundraiser for you. For our friends on Guam called Friends in Need, who are our field producer in Guam, Mindy, and her family each week serve a meal to the unhoused community in their local park. And so as a warm heart, a cold hands, warm hearts, last week I said warm hearts, cold
You did.
hands.
You sounded like such an idiot. I honestly almost went back and fixed it in the Chai Nights because I didn't know what you were saying. And
But I thought, you know what? It wasn't an accident. I was leading with warm hearts because we got the warmest hearted listeners in Kazakhstan.
that's true.
It's true.
I can't dispute it.
And so, guys, we're gonna post on social media this week the link to the fundraising page for that. So
Where are we going to post it?
we're gonna on the socials,
we-
CHWH Pod,
Should we also put it in the
the
Chai Nights?
Chonoids.
Put it in the Chai Nights.
Okay, we don't have a Crindy Reviews this week. She does take in a lot of movies over the holidays.
She was too busy. She was too
cooking for
busy.
us.
She was too busy buying pies at Costco.
No, and cooking for us. Mom, your meal was top notch.
Top-notch meal. Not at all mealy like the Kardashians.
Okay, what's your warm heart?
Mealy-hearted Kardashians. It's hard to not say time with friends at my annual trip, watching City Slickers with a bunch of tired dads.
Sounds great. Mine is all the birthday love I got last week, guys. You're wonderful. Great friends, great family. Make a birthday extra special.
You should have made that. It felt like it needed a rhyme. The cadence
Make
with
a
which
birthday.
manly. Hey guys, good friends, good family makes a birthday manly. Thanks for tuning in to Warm Hearts, Cold Hands. And we're going to be just check the Chai Nights and it's Chai
Happy
Nights.
Thanksgiving, guys.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Bye.
Ah.